Hello, hello, welcome back everyone to some more USA racing action. We're back from last week, Imola. We saw a lot of DNFs, a lot of action as well going on there with the late safety cars as well as a lot of scrambling positions. But we're back with some more action in the 20-turn course here in USA. With me, I have the legendary, the myth, Gauzy. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm excited for this race across the Atlantic in the United States, my home, North America.
Of course, it is your home, so it's gonna be fun for us to at least watch what's gonna happen for today, what events are gonna unfold. We can look at the standings here for today. The latest standings updated is Jeffrey Ritchie leading with his 66 points, as well as Yannick Dobzan right behind him at 37. So he has a dominant lead right now. But how much can he keep that lead? We've seen a lot of consistency from him, but let's see. You never know what might happen. The USA is a tricky corner from here. We have Mick Burke following right behind Yanni Dovzan with only 1 point away, as well as Candy King is 2 points, as well as P6 from P10. They all have the same points there, I believe. No, they're only 1 point difference there, but still, it's getting closer and closer.
You know,
Yo,
it's interesting. Drake, Angel, and Brains too. They all have won one race each. That's why they're all sitting on 25.
they all got their one race exactly. Yeah,
And
so
they've DNF from all the other races, I think, or something.
yes, something like that. Yeah, and hopefully Drake Dempsey can show off his pace here. I mean, we know I think he actually got pole or at least P2 from Imola, and he didn't quite get a good start off of Imola. But it's his home race, so I'm sure he practiced. We can look at the calendar right now. Next race is Monaco, and we know how Monaco is. Gauzy, you can tell me a little about that.
It's the corners come at you quickly, and the walls come at you fast. We've seen it in real F1 even more than in the game. Like Max Verstappen's and Leclerc's spectacular crashes around Monaco.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we've seen it's gonna be a lot of action for sure. These drivers are definitely need to practice for what's gonna happen next week, but that doesn't matter right now. Right now is what USA. We can look at track map here. We had a 20-turn track with a 5.5 kilometer track distance. There is two DRS zones, one in the main straight after turn 11. There's a high elevation in this one, especially if you're going through the S section of turn 9. You make sure not to be caught out, as it's easily to slip as well. The track is pretty wide, not much for safety car opportunities here, but you never know. The barriers are there for a reason, and safety cars might happen if a car is in danger's way in front of the drivers. Nonetheless, we are getting ready up soon. Gauzy, any predictions we have so far? We have a full lobby. We got some reserves, especially Luke Smith coming in the reserve for the McLaren team.
What I want to see today is a great battle between Drake Dempsey, Luke Smith, and Jeffrey Ritchie. And I think there's other drivers who can get in the mix there, maybe Avi and Brains too. So and your Dobson, of course, too. So this is going to be very close at the front, I think.
I believe, yeah, and we know these drivers have definitely they know how to work their way around the track, around the car. They definitely work each other. They're pretty smart on how to not lose much time from behind. So it's gonna be fun to watch, especially with Luke Smith in the mix. We know he's a very fast driver. He goes in PSGL. He has
He's
won
one of
many
the
races.
I've ever seen.
He is
But
very
also
quick.
Drake Dempsey, this is his home circuit, so I feel like he's going to have a massive advantage just because of that.
Of course, there always is the home advantage for these drivers. So
We saw it last night. An American driver won the race in AM Tier 2.
that's true.
Maybe streak will continue.
Yes, yes. We also saw in Imola, we saw Cody won the Imola Grand Prix as well as he won America Tier 1. So he couldn't, I don't think he's here with us for today, I believe. But
He may show up late. He sometimes joins the lobby in mid-quali.
of
And then
course,
you see all the drivers see the dreaded Cody Lawrence has joined the lobby at the bottom. No,
and
you want
that's
to
where the
see.
drivers are the fear. If he does join in and we see like Drake Dempsey and Cody go against each other, that would be awesome to watch. Nah, but I'm
Definitely.
excited for the race, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, yes. So we have
Maybe
18
one of
drivers.
those. Maybe one of those fast guys won't win, and it'll be one of those. Like, it'll be surprise this time.
It
When we're
can be
not
a
expecting.
surprise. You never know. This strategy does it's a soft medium for sure, but some drivers might lean towards the soft medium soft. It's possible to do a two stop here, but of course if you want to win, that's the first stop. You gotta do a soft medium. But yeah, drivers are getting ready up soon. We should be heading into the lobby very soon, very soon. So Thank you for joining me today, Gauzy. It's always nice to see you here. I haven't commentated with you before. This is the first time we've commentated together, and from the past I've seen you. It's been good so far. So let's keep this trend, shall we?
This is actually only my third time commentating, but I'm happy to be here as well. I'm just sitting here thinking about are we going to see safety cars? Like, this track, I think, is difficult to bring out the safety car, but...
Yeah, there's the barriers are pretty far away. There's a lot of safe space to keep your car away from the barriers. I mean, you might get some damage, but I don't think it will be that fatal. But in Tier 2, we only saw one virtual safety car, and that was only from the start. And there was some retirements as well, but there wasn't many retirements to cause a safety car. So let's see what will happen. There's only the drivers we are now getting to lobby, so we should be starting up pretty soon.
In AM Tier 2 last night, we had Cotters and Striffium crash at separate corners and DNF themselves out of the race, and it didn't bring out the safety car. So I think this track is just difficult for the safety car to come out.
Yeah, even in Tier 2, there was one car that was on the pit lane, no safety car for that, and there was one car that was blocking the start finish line, and that wasn't even a safety car. So USA, I believe we have safety car reduced. So that might be a factor, but that still doesn't mean the safety cars still can't come out.
I definitely agree with him. We've seen safety cars in the previous races, but it might just be a straight one to the finish right here with all green flag running.
Yeah, especially since we've seen those trends, the drivers might lean towards maybe not risking the underfield strategy. They might not go for the gamble quite yet. But
another factor here.
Pardon?
It's very easy to cut the track around here. We're probably going to see a number of time penalties. Well, maybe this is Tier 1, so maybe they know how to stay in the track limits better.
They do, but there is some drivers that we need to look out for. Anyway, we are in the race right now, and you can see it is a very dry qualifying session here. Doesn't look like there's any indication for rain. Yeah, exactly, and beautiful. I believe this is in Texas, am I right? Or
yes, this is in Houston, Texas.
Yeah, there we are. My knowledge does come in. Maybe lower down the volume a little bit. I think it's I believe this is in somewhere in Texas. Anyway, here we are. First driver on track is Yag. So he'll be the car to look at while we're going out on this track here. There's a lot of elevation changes here.
Yeah, this track is like a roller coaster. You go up and down and through tight corners.
It really is. It really is.
A lot of fun in real life. Like, I know some real F1 drivers say this is like one of their favorite tracks, like Daniel Ricciardo, for example.
Yeah, I also seen Daniel Ricciardo try out his, I believe it was NASCAR. That
yeah, he did drive a NASCAR at this track.
Yeah, he got from the bet from McLaren team principal, Zach Brown. So nonetheless, we also imagine if if Kota wasn't here and we had to drive in Indianapolis or something, or Daytona maybe. I don't know, like the old times. Those tracks were definitely brutal to the tires, but this track it's more lightweighted to the tires. I mean, there's still tire wear, especially with the softs. This pit strategy is around lap 8 to lap 9, but the mediums are specifically good here because they last a while and the grip isn't even that bad.
Wonder if we're gonna see people trying to undercut, because you come out into traffic, and then you're really gonna need a hope that there's no traffic blocking you.
Yeah, we've seen in Tier 2 the undercut is very useful here. I believe the undercut gives you a second or two advantage. I believe when I was racing yesterday in Tier 2, I was like at least 3 seconds behind from the car in front of me. When I pitted a lap earlier, I spammed a lot and I ended up getting back into a DRS range. So the drivers are going to be wary with their pit strategy as well, not to abuse their tires and their quality, and as well during the early stages of the race. But nonetheless, we are going to follow Yag to the first lap of the race, going to turn 1. You can use a lot of curb here, especially if you're using ABS. You're going to have to be careful not to lock up, especially in turn 1. Cut to Kearney, and he invalidates onto turn 1. That's unfortunate for the British driver Yaxel.
Yep. He just tried to use all of the track, and he used a bit too much there.
Just a bit too much. That's unfortunate for the driver there. Who else can we go in the lap? Augustin just invalidated his lap as well. We can go with Dovzan actually. He's just started his lap. He's going towards the X session.
Both Red Bulls are on a lap right now, and Augustin is invalidated as well.
Yeah, I believe Drake Dempsey, he is on a medium lap. Oh, Dovzan looks a bit shaky. Yeah, he has aborted his lap. So already from all these drivers, they're getting bit. Oh, even there, Drake Dempsey coming out of turn 9. He was a bit sleepy coming off that corner. But nonetheless, going into turn 11 here. Easy to break up your tires here going to the main DRS straight. But nonetheless, he still sticks it through. Of course, this is the medium banker lap, so it's not going to be anything that special of a lap time. But nonetheless, these drivers are still going to push for those great lap times. We have, I believe someone joined in. Was that Candy King? Because I just saw another driver just popped into the leaderboard.
Yeah, but I'm not sure who it is. It might be one of the late arrivals.
We'll have to see later on. But nonetheless, now we have 19 drivers in the lobby. Any predictions, you think? Who do you think will get pole?
I think probably Drake Dempsey. This is his home track. He's very quick. He wants to win again after DNFing last time out. I think he'll be strong around here. But it also, we'll see who set the first bank. Oh, and there you go, Candy King with the 131.7.
131.7. Let's see what Drake Dempsey said with a medium time lap with a 32.3. Not bad for a medium lap, I would say, but nothing too special there. He's going to save a set of soft tires. Yeah, and that goes on. I believe he's going to do another lap. I said someone at 44, but that lap doesn't really count, to be honest. And let's see the next driver to come into the lap. That's Harlem with a 31.8. Remember, we know that the pole lap for Tier 2 was a 30.8, I believe. Vincent set the fastest lap with a 31.3. That's a very respectable lap to set early on.
4/10 faster than Candy King.
Yeah, especially for a banker lap. That's pretty good job for the Alfa Romeo boys. Hopefully they can bring in more points like they did last time in Imola. But the times are coming in. Brains2 sets a 31.0 already as a banker lap. That's a very good lap time coming from the Italian masterman.
He must like this track, Psycho.
He must really, yeah. I can see he put the practice in there with a 31.0 as a banker. Definitely there was some time put in this track before. I definitely know Brains2 is a hard earner for those for that consistency in those lap times. Where we can go to other drivers, I believe Jack AC. He's rounding up his final lap. See what time he can put in. I know Jack AC is a very good driver. What kind of time will he put through here going around the last turn of turn 20? Make sure you use a lot of curb here on the exit onto gear 4.
Very close to invalidating there.
Yeah, but nonetheless, he sets a 31.1, only so close to Brains2. Only, I believe only 40 milliseconds close, or 50, something like that. So, good times coming from these drivers right now. But nonetheless, P5 is 31.7, which is very beatable. So,
Q4 with a 131.6.
With 30, oh yeah, actually you mentioned that with those mediums, a 31.6.
He's the lead mediumer right now.
That's, yeah, by a mile away. Whoa, wow. That's at least a 6 or 5/10 improvement from the second medium runner, which is Avi in the 32.1. So good job from Luke Smith. I can't wait to see what kind of laps he will put in with the softs. Yeah, we still have 5 drivers, or 3 drivers as, and still at a lap time.
He just went completely off on his lap. He might abandon it.
Yeah, I believe so. Might be. Let's see. Taz has invalidated his lap. I believe Arias. He is. Oh, and there's a spin from Arias.
Spinning.
There's that retirement.
He's in the wall.
He is in the walls. Yeah, but no retirement from there.
He's still going.
Good job from Arias. That's lucky. He didn't get any retirement from there.
He can get a settle lap. He can come back to the pits, get his car fixed, strap new tires on.
Yeah, unfortunate for the driver, but we still have 10 minutes left of the session. We have reformed accolades. He slipped off coming on the last turn. He was gonna get a good time there. That's a 31.4 for the AlphaTauri driver. We still have 5 drivers that hasn't yet to complete a lap time. Yaxel, he set a purple sector 2. Sorry, a purple sector 1 actually. So this might be a good lap time from him. Oh, he went a bit wide there, but didn't validate actually. So Yaxel still on his lap right here. Going into turn 11 into the DRS straight. The drivers are coming back into the pits. It's getting ready for their second session of the qualifying as well. So we have some drivers to look out for, I believe. Drake Dempsey, he's in the out lap ready to start. But Yaxel, he might be coming back into pits, or Might set this lap. This lap is pretty good. He sets a purple sector 2 actually. So if he can round this sector 3 pretty good, he can come on for a really good, respectable lap time here.
Yeah, he wants to get in the top 10, I think, for sure. Join his teammate Vincent.
Yeah. These drivers are definitely fast for it. Oh, didn't go wide there. Didn't validate.
It scares me every time they go so wide like that. I don't want to see the track turn red.
Yeah, and there you go, 31.8. I don't think that was a good last sector there, but he did set purple 1 and purple 2.
Yeah, he's pushing very hard.
Yeah, very hard indeed. But nonetheless, we have Drake Dempsey. He's going to start a lap very, very soon, so that's another driver to look out for. Who else is, I believe, Dovzan. Is he in a lap? I believe he's just started his lap, so we can go on board with him. Luis sets a 30.9. There you go, first driver to go into the 30s. The Ferrari driver.
With his first lap.
Yeah, I didn't see that. He just came out of nowhere with a 30.9. That would have been already a P2, I believe, or P3 into Tier 2. So a really good lap time for him. But nonetheless, it's only so early in this qualifying session. Dovzan sets a purple sector 2 going into the track.
Flying right now.
Yeah, he is really flying right now. These drivers, it's going to be close, I believe. The grid is going to be very, very close in the top 5. Beyond top 5, I believe it's going to get close. So
it could come down to hundreds and thousands like it did in the previous tiers.
Yeah. In the previous tiers, we saw only 10 milliseconds difference between the top 5s. So a lot of time left into this qualifying session. A lot of laps left to be done. Dovzan sets a purple sector 2. He's -9 up on his time, but of course with his 144, that's mega improvement there. Wow, 9 seconds. That's world record pace right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
He activated the Google folder.
There you go. Oh no, and there he goes. The Google folder was too much. He accessed the wrong folder. Oh no. No. Wrong folder. No. No, they was looking so good for
He's abandoning it.
Yeah, and he's go back into pits and find the right one. But nonetheless, we have more drivers coming in. We have Drake Dempsey. He's about to finish off his lap. Maybe not make the same mistake as Dovzan did here. Car in the way. You can come out the way. Brains too. Oh, that was
distracting.
That was kind of distraction. Yeah, but is that gonna stop Drake Dempsey, the American, to do that? It doesn't. At 30.6, it did not distract him at all. What a lap time at 30.6. That's a very respectable lap time from Drake Dempsey, the American in his home turf.
It's crazy, these lap times. Like 1:30.6, and it's not even the fastest. We're gonna see even faster than that.
We're definitely going to see a lot faster than that, especially with Luke Smith. He's going to be in this outlap. Where is Richie, though? He is still in the pits with a 132.5. I believe that's his medium lap. Is that Brains 2 finishing lap? No, I believe someone went faster than one of the guys. Vincent, he sets a 31.1, I believe. So, solo drivers waiting to do their laps, I believe. Harlem, he is rounding up, or not rounding up, he's in a cooldown lap, maybe going back in pits. But Luke Smith, he has just started his lap, so we can go on board with him. So, what kind of lap times? I'm thinking he sets a purple sector 1, actually.
Angel spun again.
Who spun?
But he kept Angel in the Williams.
Oh, in the Williams. Oh, did he spin again? Oh, yeah. No. Ah, shoot. Unfortunate for the Williams again. Well, it can definitely catch you out. Oh, look at this. Look at the McLaren slipstream right here. Luke Smith is getting a mega toe from the Kai. It's gonna help a lot, especially going to his lap. Yeah, this I like to see this. I like to see this. Good job from the McLaren team.
Yep.
Oh, and he invalidates it. He cut a bit too much. He cut a bit too much of that track, unfortunately.
Yeah, he got a bit too eager there.
Yeah, I mean, you can cut a lot from that turn, but you don't want to take too much or else you end up like Luke Smith.
He's probably molding right now.
He's definitely molding.
He's on for a good time.
I can just feel it right now from my chair.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Unfortunate for the British driver of Luke Smith. But 5 minutes left. He has one more chance to set in a good lap time. Let's see who you can go on board on. Brains 2. He's just started his lap, I believe. Let's see. Richie is still into the pits. So I believe we can just follow Brains 2 for a bit. We'll see if any other drivers are going to be finishing their laps. I don't think Brains 2 is on a lap, I believe. Maybe he is. Let's look at turn.
I think he's on a lap.
Yeah. Nah. Let's see. Coming off turn 11.
It's a very nice turn 11.
He's definitely using some very good traction there. He's braking a bit too early, I believe, so I don't think he is really on a lap. Let's see what sector 2 times he does set on. So going into turn 12, see what kind of sector 2 times he sets. And no, it's not a lap. Right. He's 9 seconds off his time. So I believe
the opposite of Dobson earlier.
Yeah, exactly. He's meant to do the opposite. He's supposed to go faster, you know. Yeah. But no.
Andy King is coming in. About to cross the line.
Yeah.
Oh, he's boxing, abandoning the slap.
As well as Jack AC, his teammate, is following right behind him.
I think they're just preparing for like their 30 seconds, getting ready for their final runs. So we're gonna see outlaps on everyone.
I believe is Agustin Trolaci. Is he? No, he is gonna start a lap, I believe. So he'll be the first driver to set a lap in the third set of the tires. So let's see. Drivers are now coming out the pits. If they can come out at the right time, they can have enough time. Oh, and it's invalidated. His lap time is actually invalidated, so he needs to save some ERS and do the lap again. That's definitely going to be a cost on his tires here. Who else is on the left? Dovzan. Dovzan is on the mediums? What has happened here? Dovzan is on the mediums.
He probably thinks he has the pace to get into the top 10, even on those mediums, and he wants to try the alternate strategy. Let's see if he can do it.
If he can set a good lap time with the alternate strategy, imagine the kind of pace he will have going into the later of the race. This is going to be very interesting. If he can just stick a lap, he did. It's definitely possible. I believe he is getting ready to start his lap soon. So even though he has one lap on it, he's hasn't quite started his lap yet. Most of these drivers are on their out lap now. The only driver that's really on the lap is Agustin Trolaci, but he has invalidated.
They're all coming out now, I think, in the next.
Yeah, I believe so. Everyone is on the lap.
Make it in time. You should be coming out very soon.
They should come out now if they really want to make it for a lap time. But I really want to see how Yana Dovzan does with a medium run. Let's see, going to sector 1. Oh, he missed the apex just a little bit there. I don't think he's quite used to running on the mediums. Is he going to back out? No, I don't think he's going to back out. There's no time for that yet, I think. Going into the S section.
Oh, that was so close.
That's so close. Yeah, I'm holding my heart here. But he's going pretty quick so far. There's some distractions. Hopefully it's not going to give him some time lost there. Good first sector for the mediums. He is cutting it very close. His goal here is to be inside the top 10, I hope. But with those laps, the 31.6 is a top 10. And that's just from a medium run. With tire evolution, we'll see. Honestly, it's very close on what kind of times we're going to see with these drivers.
Maybe some drivers will invalidate their final runs, which will make it easier for him.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of invalidations, especially if Luke Smith can. He's probably hoping for Luke Smith not to set a lap time because we know he's a very fast driver. So, but it looks like Drake Dempsey, he is dominating the field right now. It's 2/10 gap from P2. Hopefully he can keep that way, the American driver in this home turf. But let's see, rounding up Sector 3, what lap time will he set here in America? Is it 28, 29? This is going to be a 30, 31. No, it's going to be a 32 actually. 32.1. That's only P13. He's going to have enough time. It's not that bad, but it's outside the top 10, which is not very good for him. He's going to have enough time to set another lap, but how much time can he gain off of that?
He's going to do another push lap right now.
Oh, it looks like Drake Dempsey, he has some altercation coming off of the S section there, so I don't think he can set another good time because he won't have enough time. So Drake Dempsey.
He's in his lap. Like Drake will not be improving.
Drake Dempsey, he's going to have a 30.6. He's not going to do anything. Brainstew, he's about to start his lap perfectly right at the end, so he's going to have
and Lewis is coming in with the end of his lap right now, right behind him. Brainstew gets out of the way. Coming through the final corner now in the Ferrari.
And let's see what times he sets in. With a 30.6! Look how close it is to the American driver. Oh my, only 20 milliseconds off for him.
The other Red Bull's having a problem too. Augustin's abandoned his lap.
Oh, he has invalidated, yeah. So, both of the Red Bulls, they're still in a good qualifying position, but is that going to change?
And I just set his car into P4.
Let's see with Luke Smith, I believe. He's the driver to look at. He sets a purple sector 1. Coming off the corner. Oh, he almost invalidated his run there. But nonetheless, we have most of the drivers. We have Noel Carmen. Oh, he took too much curb. Unfortunate for the Haas driver. He has P11. Good position still. Who else is rounding up? We have Brainstow. I don't think he's gonna... Yes, I believe Brainstow is still on the lap. Let's see
Luke
what
Smith
else
is
drivers. I believe Candy King, he's about to finish his lap there. Yep. What kind of lap time he's in pretty good, bad position. Yana Dobson has retired from the race into the pits. Greg Dempsey as well. Candy King, what time will he set? He sets P8 right behind his teammates. What will his teammates set though? His teammate's gonna set a P6. Rebel is in a Aston Martin sandwich here. What about the Alpine though?
Here comes Luke through the final 2 corners now.
Luke coming into the corners. What lap time will he set? Hopefully not invalidating on the last turn. Oh, that was close, but that's very good from Luke Smith. The precision there. And that P1
there we go.
with a 30.2. Look at that lap time. That's a dominating lap time.
The car on pole.
I am honored to see that lap time on my screen right now.
The Ferrari in the way of Drake Dempsey.
Yeah, but nonetheless, I don't think anyone's going to beat that. That's a dominating lap time with a 30.2. Oh my gosh. How can you gain so much time, especially in this track here where precision is key? Nonetheless, we have these drivers running up there.
There are some quick drivers at the back here, like Ace in P15. Sad qualifying for him. McBlurk and Avi.
Yeah, especially, very bad qualifying for Richie. He's leading the constructor, so this is not looking good for him. So Luke Smith sets it on pole with, I believe, what is there any other driver? Yeah, I think this will be it. 30.2 is pole for the USA Emerald Tier 1 division. P2 is Luis with a 30.6 and Drake Dempsey, the USA home race, with a 30.6 as well. So it's pretty close for top 5. Vincent Nikvis sets a 30.9. Kai is very close to him with a 30.9 as well. And the Yak AC here pretty close with a 30.9 as well. Nonetheless, going from 31s beyond that, that will be P8 with the Goose and Tolachi, Candy King, as well as Harlem. He sets it in P10. Arias, he's in P11, so that's the second pole position there for him. He can start on those medium tires. And that's the qualifying session over. What do you think so far, Gauzy?
I think we're set for an exciting race. I'm not sure what the weather's going to be, if rain is going to play a factor, but hopefully I'm hoping for dry running for the whole race.
I hope
this
so.
Track, it's very easy to overtake around here. The DRS is very, very powerful.
Very powerful, even if you don't have DRS. If you're just stuck in the slipstream, especially in the early races, the first 3 laps, the slipstream is very important. So keeping inside the DRS range is very important. Dozan, he starts in last place with a 32.1. Going down the order there, we saw Candy King in P9, Harlem Marquez, P10, Arias in P11, Reformed Acraid, P12, P13 is Taz, Noral Carmen in the house in the P14, Jeffrey, bad position for him, he's in P15, as well as his teammate, his Dutch camaraderie, he's in P16 right behind him. So, now we're going into the race. Are we going to see any rain? Hopefully not. I don't think there's going to be any rain because these drivers say set up. Yes, and here we are.
Came in the chat and he came in and said it's going to be dry for the whole session.
Yeah, and you can see it's a very sunny Texas out here. You know, it gets pretty hot around these corners. So
it might get hot under the helmets with the close racing we're going to see today.
But yeah, it's going to be some very close racing. So maybe some change of underpants later on for these drivers. But we'll see. We'll see.
It must be fun coming up the hill to turn 1 and you're just surrounded by cars all bombing into turn 2.
Imagine that. You just
very exciting start at this track,
especially turn 1 where the turn is so wide you can just see in your
yeah, you can go 3 or 4 wide even. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's very nice, but if you just look at your rear view mirror and you see a car that just dies up in the inside, that's definitely going to be some few sweats and some dribbles down there. So we'll see. Luke Smith, hopefully he can keep the consistency and keep himself into P1, representing McLaren.
There are quick drivers at the back. Dovzin, Ace. We're going to see how many positions they can gain at the start.
Yes, and we can see it's definitely easy. It's not that, I mean, it's start is pretty key here. You can dive it up into turn 1, but of course you need to be wary of all the drivers. Even though there is space, doesn't mean you need to dive it into turn 1 and risk a lot of time loss.
Michael, are you surprised by the tire selections?
I am not surprised at all. No, no, I'm
The
not.
bottom 10 all on mediums, and the top 10 on their starting softs that they qualified on.
No, this is what I imagined in my head, to be honest. Yana Dovzan, he's I don't know what his strategy was, but it didn't quite work out as he's in last place. Especially now he has a medium tire gone. So, but he does have two set of softs. So if there's a lot of safety cars, you know, my man's he's pretty safe up there. But nonetheless, we have drivers warming up their tires.
Yeah, but he's gonna have Drake Dempsey starting right behind him, and I think Drake's gonna try to make the move into turn 1.
Oh, Drake, yeah, he's definitely gonna have to show off some skills for the guys back home. So my fan favorite here will be definitely Drake Dempsey, and I'm hoping he will give us a good show here, a good performance for his constructors as well for his own sake. But all eyes are on Luke Smith, the reserve coming in representing McLaren. Hopefully Kai can help with Luke Smith, especially how he did with in the qualifying where he gave him a massive tow. So hopefully some team orders might come into play. Jack AC
They
and
might
Candy
be in
King.
VC together to plan that tow like that, because how perfect was it?
That must be perfect. Yeah, that was really good actually. Even if they weren't in VC, to plan something like that was it's pretty. It takes a pretty good timing and
Yeah,
execution
it takes
there.
practice to practice the slipstream like that.
It's very
Maybe it
good
was
from these
just
drivers. Yeah, like you said, yeah. But nonetheless,
And we're gonna roll up onto the grid now.
yeah, no worries.
Hopefully you got tire temperature
There
during
are.
that formation.
Yeah, it's not that hard to get the temps cooking in these tires, but nonetheless, we have drivers lining up, getting ready to start their race very soon. I believe the last driver is running up the corner, or is lining up to his grid spot there.
They're all in their grid spots now. We should see the lights any moment.
Hopefully, if the game doesn't mess up with loading. And here we are.
And all the cars ready to go.
And there we go, 4, 5 lights, and they're about to set off. Engines are revving, and here we go. Who's gonna get the better start out of all these drivers? Looks like Drake Dempsey. He's gonna get a better start. He's looking up the inside there, but Luke Smith is gonna defend it. But he might get P2 if the situation, if he gets a better exit coming off that turn. There's not a lot of collision going there. There's something going off. Who is that in the background? I saw someone going
they're all
off.
connected in the back there.
Yeah, but nonetheless, everyone's going through the S section there. Can everyone keep it clean? They're all going side by side into it. Drake Dempsey, he puts himself into P2. He has gained position. But who's that losing positions? Looks like Avi or Taz. Someone, they have spun. Someone has gone off in the background. There's a yellow flag out in Sector 2. Looks like it's Williams. It's Arias again. No, with a spin. Oh, and he crashes himself out. Oh, no, that's not good.
Safety car for that?
If that comes out, if the virtual safety car, I don't think it is, but crashing himself out, that's gonna be a look from the marshals there. But nonetheless, we still have a race going on. Looks like, who's that in the background? Brainstew. I saw him looking in the inside. There might be some collision there. Look at that. Look at that Brainstew. He's going to the inside and he's overtaking the Ferrari of Luis. But all right. Going into the Sector 3 of this race, Harlem goes for a little overtake against the Red Bull driver. Candy King, he's dropped up a lot of positions. You see he started on softs, now he's in P14. They're going side by side in the fast right-hander. Nonetheless, there's some fast driving here. The gaps are close and close. Look at Harlem McQuees, they're still fighting together, going side by side into the turn 20. They're still holding up. Luke Smith, of course, setting the first car out there, saying some fastest lap time, no surprise. And then look at this, they're still going side by side, going to the turn 1. Going to turn 1, who's going to come out off that turn, though? Looks like Augustin Tolaci, he comes out raging, but who's that? Harlem, with the better exit speed, he's going to get it in the S section, and they're going to have to come out there. Nobody wants to go really side by side into the S section there. So yeah, that's good for them.
Who's going to back up first when you arrive at the S's?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, Drake Dempsey, he's setting good lap times here. He's keeping close to Luke Smith. But is that going to be enough? He
needs to stay in Luke's DRS, otherwise he'll be in trouble.
Yeah, he really wants to stick into a DRS. It's so powerful here as we know it. It's only the next lap. If he can keep it here, then he's going to be set. He's keeping a good gap against Brainstew, even though Brainstew, he's 6 tenths behind them. And Drake Dempsey, he's catching quick. He's only 3 tenths But look at this. Drake Dempsey has 80% ERS, and Brains2 has only 60.
And Luke Smith sitting on full ERS almost.
So, yeah, it looks like Luke Smith. He's not really having any concerns with the management here. He's keeping it cool with that ERS, and probably not even using a lot of tires. That's what we just see coming off these tires. These drivers here. We got skills from.
Ace in the back was really close to Yaxiel.
I believe he has gained 2 positions, so good on him. But he needs to gain more if he really wants to excel over here. Here we go.
Blurk
DRS
ahead of him has gained 6 positions.
Yeah. We can actually look at the tire position changes here. McBlurk has gained 6 positions, as well as Dovsan. He's gained up 4 positions here, so a good start for these drivers. But now DRS is enabled. Do you think we're going to see an overtake pretty soon? Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Sure. For sure, we're going to see a bunch on the straight. It'll be bouncing from car to car, and there's going to be many cars overtaking.
We'll definitely see some overtakes for sure. But if the drivers want to work together, it might be, depends how far away they are. Luke Smith is 7/10 behind Drake Dempsey, and Brains2, he almost lost DRS from Drake Dempsey. Very, very fast drivers coming off. You can already see the train starting to form, but here you go. Drake Dempsey, he's utilizing his battery. DRS is on, and how fast can he catch him here? Is Luke Smith utilizing any? I don't think so, but he is very close. He might even look in the inside, but no, he's going to keep it close behind Luke Smith. He doesn't want to fight it that much. He might wait for the next lap and maybe go for it.
Yaxiel.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Easily. Oh, but Yaxiel's fighting with him, and he goes off the track a bit now for Mayo. But Ace gets the move done.
Ace gets the move done. Another position for him. There wasn't space given for Yaxiel, but that's just tough racing there, especially going side by side. It's hard for these drivers to give each other space. But going to lap 4, there's a lot of action left. The gaps are still so close, and you can see everyone is still inside their own DRS, well, except for Taz, who's made a pit stop into those hard tires. So he's gonna suffer, especially with those hards there. But even with the first DRS straight, you can see how close he is to Luke Smith. He's only 2/10.
The first person to lose DRS is Kai to Vincent.
Kai to Vincent? Oh yeah. If you look at that, yeah, so a train might start to form if
Ace
Kai
has lost DRS. Oh, but he gains it again.
Yeah, he might. If he might lose it in the S section there. You can just see time is slowly going off from these drivers here. Augustin.
This is not good for the Aston Martin. He needs to get past Kai to connect with the front 5.
Well, not good news for Red Bull here, as Drake Dempsey's teammate got a 3-second penalty. Augustin, the first driver to get a penalty into this race so far. What we see overtake here is only 6 tenths behind. He's utilizing the battery here. DRS activate. How fast can he gain from this DRS here? I don't think he might go for a move here. He's catching up pretty quickly. Even if he wanted to, he could go for overtake. But no, look at that. He lifts.
I think A-Crade's looking in the AlphaTauri on McBlurk.
He might look for it. Yeah, he's right close behind it. Ooh. He keeps it pretty close, but doesn't look like there's. Yaxiel gets another 3-second time penalty. He caught a bit too much off that curb there, and he gets that 3-second penalty. So as you predicted, Galaxy, a lot of you drivers are gonna start cutting the curves a bit too much and getting those penalty. And it's already lap 4.
Last night in AM Tier 2, we saw the safety car come out on lap 21, and then the deciding factor was pretty much the penalties.
And we saw that in Tier 2 as well. We saw Domi. He had no penalties at all. And
if you
he
have
won
no
the race.
penalties, you can jump straight from the back to the front.
Yeah, so it's consistency that matters here. Especially if there's not any safety cars, you might want to be wary on fuel. I know we saw Wisp, he ran out of fuel, and that cost him the lead there. So unfortunate for him. That was very unfortunate for him, the Red Bull driver. But he is going to be cheering on for Drake Dempsey.
He's very close to Luke right now.
He is very close. He's only 3 tenths, and it's only the end of Sector 2. There you go, Reformer crates. Yeah, like you're predicting it. It's getting penalties and penalties left and right, especially in the S section.
It's only on lap 5.
Yeah, it's only lap 5 as well, yeah.
You need to cut the track 3 times to get a warning. I mean, to get a penalty.
3 times, and those 3 times are getting abused, especially. The curbs are not liking those tires there. They want to
gives you 3 chances.
Yeah, and you get more chances, of course, but you don't want that 6-second penalty. Drake Dempsey still looking behind Luke Smith. Is he going to go for the overtake? No, he's not. He's so close. He's like teasing him a little bit, you know. Kai goes for the overtake, as well as Gustin. They go for the overtake. A little switch from these 4 drivers here.
You have to be patient. Wait for the right opportunity.
You really do. But nonetheless, you can just see the trains are starting to form. Yakc is leading the second train here. So, yeah. Nonetheless, we still have a lot laps left. We have 24 laps. Sorry, yeah, 24 laps, I believe. So, or 23. So, still a lot of action left to receive here. As
Still
these drivers, anything can happen, yeah.
More.
But my predictions are safety cars are not going to be shown here, to be honest.
Drake is so close.
Drake is very
like
close.
Right up on the diffuser every time.
He's kind of teasing him a little bit. Luke Smith gets a 3-second penalty. Oh
Maybe
no!
Drake is pressuring him.
Drake, well, you can see there is definitely some pressure being applied here. Brainstew, he's keeping close as well as Louis. You can see he's only 3/10 behind Brainstew, but this is bad for Luke Smith. He's got a 3-second penalty. If he keeps this up, he's gonna he might even collect another one, and that's definitely gonna be a deciding factor going towards the end of the race here.
If I were Drake, I would say comfortable behind him now that he has that 3 seconds.
Well, we can,
as long
yeah.
as Brainstew doesn't pass you.
Well, now he wants to play smart. He doesn't want to use a lot of his ERS. You can see he's not really utilizing it a bit. He might even, if they were playing smart, Luke Smith might even let him go, maybe, so he can kind of defend. I have no idea. No, I think Luke Smith wants to run away as fast as he can, so he can kind of gap them. But
he's having trouble gapping him with Drake within 3. He hasn't even been able to break 5/10 from Drake.
yeah, DRS is so powerful here. It's impossible to run away when you have absolutely nothing. But he's still sitting on 94% of ERS. But of course, Drake Dempsey, he's also sitting on 9% ERS. Brainstew, he's pushing a lot. You can see he's on 40% ERS. Louis, he's on 75, as well as Vincent, he's on 68. So it's actually very interesting to see what's going to happen later on going the course of this race. The gaps are still very, very close.
There's fast drivers in the second train that want to be part of the first train, I think, but they can't. It's actually difficult to overtake. They're having trouble.
We might see overtake here coming from Reformed Acrade.
Mercedes fighting so hard.
They were be swerving here. There was some defending here. Good defense from McBlurk here. I thought that overtake was gonna be an easy overtake for McCrade, but no. McBlurk sets his car in front. Oh, and there's a spin.
Oh, and
there's a spin from McCrade. That might actually kill another car, and he took out Vietnam Dozan. That's gonna be a safety car. Surely that's gonna be a safety car. Yes, it is a safety car. Oh my God.
Oh, that's very sad for Dobson. The AlphaTauri came back on the track, and he had nowhere to go.
Yeah, that I feel like he couldn't really stop it there. Yeah,
he could have probably holding the brakes a bit more, but we don't really know.
We have to probably see that later on win the race. But nonetheless, he gets a 5-second penalty from that. Actually, the camera angle kind of helped a lot to see what was going on. So,
yeah, we saw the AlphaTauri just slide back onto the track, and the Ferrari, he had no chance to avoid that.
Absolutely no chance. Oh, so unfortunate for Dovzan. He had terrible qualifying session, and as well now he's
out of the race. He's probably very frustrated.
He's very frustrated, but Taz, that's good news for him. He gets to pit and come back to join with the guys. But bad news for Luke Smith, as he has a 3-second penalty, as well as Augustin, and of course everyone that has penalties. That gap is just getting closer and closer, especially when now
he was fighting so hard with McBlurk. He just got out of shape. You definitely want to keep in rhythm. When you're fighting with someone, it throws you out.
Brains to retire from the race. What has happened here?
Drake
They have crashed!
well.
They have crashed into the pit lane! What has happened here? Oh
Drake
no!
and Brainstew both out.
The American hero has crashed with Brainstew. No, I couldn't get that.
I just saw the dead Haas.
Yeah, I saw it was outside the pit. What was
The
that?
dead Haas in the last corner. I wonder what happened.
Did maybe one of the guys,
Ace stays out.
They might have hit the pit wall and collected Brainstew with it.
No, but I think Brainstew was really far away from the pit wall. I think it was before the corner. It's weird to see a car DNF there.
Maybe he broke too much, locked out the tires, and hit the wall, and it collected some people. That's I really want to see the POV later on after the race.
I'm very upset about that. I wanted to see the race between Drake and Brainstew.
Yeah, it's good news for Luke Smith. It's actually good stuff. Look at this. Richie sets himself into P1 right now. We saw he had the bad qualifying session, but now he's a leading medium runner. But Luke Smith, he's probably happy right now. He's actually enjoying this. One man's demise is another man's reward. Yeah.
His two rivals, both out of the race at one corner. He could have probably... He couldn't ask for more.
Yeah, I wish that was my race. If the both of the drivers of behind me can just go off, that
Well,
would have
honestly,
been
maybe
really
he
good.
wants the battle between them, and it's unfortunate that we're not going to see that battle now between Drake and Luke. They're very close.
Yeah, and this is not gonna help the constructor championship, especially if Richie can get some good points here. He is provisionally P1, but he is on those old medium tires, but he is leading, and especially with safety cars coming out, you never know what will happen. So
I think Luke is going to get past these guys, and he's going to put a battle with Ace.
let me know, but he does have that 3-second penalty on his name. Luis is still. We saw Luis. He was a very fast driver. He was in the train with Luke Smith and Drake Dempsey. So unfortunate for the 4 drivers that have retired so far. Drake Dempsey did not deserve to go out like that, and the Brains too as well. I was really hoping for them to go far.
I'm really wondering what happened there. Like, it's shocking to see 2 cars DNF during a safety car.
Especially in the pit lane where it's quite easy.
Maybe they were trying to both go to the pit at the same time and they made contact.
Yeah, there was some misjudgment at play here, but nonetheless, we have 20 laps left. Safety car should be coming out soon. We have McBlurk going into the pits, a late pit stop there. Well, as Avi. Oh, that's an interesting call there. I might go to the mediums actually, so we'll see. Taz just needs to catch up real quick, and then we can get this lap started again.
Mediums are the way to go here. Fresh mediums can make it to the end of the race.
They definitely can make it to the end of the race. So the drivers are definitely in a good position. Luke Smith, Luis, and Vincent.
A-Crate, though, he decided to take the soft tires. He's going to have to box again.
Yeah, so he's... does he still have that? I believe... Let me quickly check if he still has that...
3-second penalty.
Yeah, if I can access my HUDs, that would be nice. Oh, there we are. Let's see. Let's look at that penalty situation going on right here. From A-Crate, he has served his 5-second penalty, as well as so everyone's stuck on 3-second penalties with those black and white flags. Going back into the race, we can see the drivers have done the pit stops here. McBlurk, Taz, and Avi, they've all done 2 stops here. As well, we can look at the tire situation.
Taz had to replace his wing at the first lap when he made contact with Angel, I think.
Yes, that's true. So he is back in the game. So that's good news for Taz. He's even gained a cheeky position there. So
we should green flag this lap, I think. So the C drivers warming up the tires.
Yes. Looks like all the drivers are getting ready to go. Yeah. A lot of action here from Tier 1. A lot of action, especially in the early race. I'm liking this. A lot of action. We're seeing a lot of battles. We see a lot of heartbreaks in this race so far. There's only 19 laps left. Safety car is coming in this lap. Richie is setting the pace.
I hope we see green flag running to the end.
I hope so. I hope there's no disturb, any nuisance for these drivers here. If there's any other safety cars, that's gonna help a lot with the medium runners of Jeffrey, Yaxel, and Noel Carmen. But
and Jeffrey Ritchie's back in the field up, waiting for his right opportunity to go. He wants to surprise Yaxel. Make an escape.
Either he might go off the last turn. He's going very slowly.
I think he's gonna go off the corner before the last turn.
He might go. Yeah, he's looking like he's going very, very, very slowly. You can see the safety car is coming into the pits. He might even go before turn 18.
This is very slow.
Yeah, this is very slow. You can see he's going now. Actually, that was so early.
Oh, and that definitely caught Yaxel by surprise.
That definitely did caught him by surprise. And there we go. Look at this. Let's look at the gap scoring to him right now. Is he going to get a good start? Look at this. 7/10 behind him. Can he break the DRS from lap 1 of the safety car? He's only 7/10 off of it. Are we going to see anything? He goes into turn 1.
The back of Luke Smith. Oh, and they almost hit.
There's some stuff going on in the background here.
They're side by side.
They're going side by side. I don't think they're going to really be going into SS section. But looks like Luis and Vincent McPhee, they're fighting hard as well. There are people going into the S section. They're going side by side. So I saw some drivers. They're following very closely. Look at this. Richie and Yaxel. There's only 9/10 breaking the gap. They're very close of losing there. Yaxel. And he broke the DRS, and it's only climbing up from now.
And the side by side, the Haas and the McLaren.
Look at
Noel and
Luke Smith goes to overtake against Noel Carmen there.
Vincent following him.
Vincent isn't going to follow him. He's activating his battery here, as well as Noel Carmen. They're both fighting pretty hard here. The two Swedish people. They are hoping they don't have any type of altercation here. But nonetheless, Vincent is going to dive it in. What a late dive from there.
And the Ferrari's gonna push his way through.
Look at this. Noah Carmen is just being absolutely abused here. Is Lewis going to make the overtake here? He's hoping to go for the overtake. He doesn't stick behind. Yes, he does. Yeah. Even Jack AC wants to follow him right behind him as well. He's getting a lot of XSP coming in the turn. He might even go overtake him if he really wants to.
Right on the back of Yaxiel.
Yeah,
Luke
Smith.
Get an ace DRS.
The tire difference is actually pretty high right now. He might actually even go for the overtake now. Yes, he is. Yeah. He's going side by side. Is he gonna get that better exit off speed?
Yeah,
you know, Luke Smith has insane traction coming off corners.
Oh, but Yaxiel might send it back at him at the top of the hill.
If he can, that would be a legendary move from Yaxiel, but I don't think he will. They're gonna play smart here. They don't want to lose so much time here. But he also needs to be aware of his teammate right behind him. Some overtakes here with Harlem and Reform McCrade. They're going together.
Side by side still.
Are they going to go side by side into S section? Looks like... Oh, no. Oh, okay. I thought that was a crate against the penalty. Yeah. It looks like he got a 3-second penalty. Honestly, smart move from McCrade. He didn't want to go side by side. Is he going to go...
Yeah, he wants to go side by side.
Look at this. He kind of pushed off McCrade going to the turn here. Is that going to stop any drivers? No, my God. What a push from Harlem there. Vincent overtakes. Look at this. Luis
overtakes. Losing more places.
Yeah, looks like the medium runners, they're just losing time and time, and Jack AC is right behind Noah Carmen.
He definitely wanted to box.
There's a visible yellow flag in Sector 2 for me. So, look at this. Vincent or Luis sending it down the inside there. That's an overtake for him, said and done. These drivers are going to be fighting out hard. Luke Smith is already in the DRS range for
Yeah, he's
Richie.
charging, trying to catch Richie on those Asian mediums.
And, Jack AC has overtaken Noah Carmen as well. So you can just see how fast the new fresh tires are compared to the old medium tires.
The safety car came out at the very wrong time for those people who started on the softs.
It really has, and when they do pit, that's going to be some time lost there for these drivers here. DRS is now enabled, so that's going to help Luke Smith to go for that overtake here. Let's see, look at the closest gap. The closest gap is Luke Smith and Richie. They're definitely going to be some easy overtake
this is not
here.
Good for Richie.
No, but how well will he defend it?
Or he's going to accept his fate?
He might accept his fate here. If I was him, I'll accept his fate. Not lose any time here. Going to the S section. You can just see the speed difference going into the S section here. But the ERS is going to be enabled very soon for Luke Smith, so he's not complaining. But he's sitting on 40% or 48% on ERS as well as Richie. They're sitting on the same percentage of ERS.
I love this corner where it goes downhill, and then you go into the long straight.
And he goes for the overtake here inside my side.
Even before DRS.
Oh, he left him just out of the right amount of space. And of course, he gets the DRS as well. Yeah, he just got it right before the DRS detection, so that's good from him.
Oh, and he's going to leave Ace behind now.
Yeah, you can just see the time difference. There's absolute no way he can gain back that position. Even with DRS on, he's not going to come back from that. And as well, Luis, he's right behind Richie as well. So from that, he's doing good, but not good enough with those 11-lap old tires. Look at the gap so
down
far.
A bit now. People are getting settled in.
People are getting settled in. I believe everyone is in the DRS range except for Vincent, who is outside of Luis. Luis's DRS range there.
He got stuck behind Yaxiel for a bit.
Yeah, so team orders are not coming into play for the Alfa Romeo, but they are still in a good position. But both these drivers does have a 3-second penalty, so they need to wash out.
Of course.
Of course, with the new medium tires, he's gonna get the good time. Look at this, Arcade going into the pits. Is that gonna be retirement? I don't think so. I think he's gonna change. Yes, so never mind. That is CBA right there. He's going into the pits, retiring.
Kai is very close to the Haas.
Kai is extremely close.
On the 12-lap old medium, somehow still in JKSC's DRS.
Yeah, he's actually doing pretty good so far. Noah Carmen keeping inside the DRS range, as well as Yaxel. He's almost outside of Vincent's DRS range. I believe he is now, but I believe he is gonna get a DRS out of that. Noah Carmen, are we gonna see any overtakes going into turn
Smith breaks the
12?
DRS.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, wow.
He breaks the slipstream, I meant to say.
Jack AC going for the overtake against. Look at this, Luis and Richie. There's an overtake there. Look at
the medium tires are dead for Ace right now.
Yeah,
fresh mediums are a massive advantage.
12-lap old tires, they're definitely dying a lot. McBlurk and Augustin Trolacci, there was a switch of positions there. as well as Jack AC and Yaxel. There was definitely a position switch there. So
Lewis would be telling Bono right now the tires are dead.
tires are gone. Bono, box the pit, box the pit. So we can definitely see.
You cut out there. I can no longer hear Psycho.
Hello.
Yeah, now I can hear you.
So I think my mic unplugged by accident. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Yeah, no worries. We're back into the more.
Oh, there it goes again. Candy King, really close. Oh, they're going side by side to the S, but Candy King smartly backs out.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. My microphone cable is very loose for some reason, in the wrong time. But nonetheless, we are back. There were some position changes with Candy King and Taz.
Yeah, Candy King was gonna go side by side with Taz, but Taz got ahead of him through the S's.
So Taz is slowly coming back. He might even be in the pits if he's playing his card right. Are we going to see an overtake here from Jack AC? Yes, we are.
Yep.
There's going to be an overtake here from Jack AC and Vincent.
That was easy with the DRS.
That was quite easy, yeah. Even
the cars have broken the DRS in the top 3.
But now Richie, he's slowly falling down order. He's 1.5 seconds behind Luis. Luis is actually slowly catching up to Luke Smith. Luke Smith, look at this. He has 20% ERS left, and Luis has 50%. So
it's gonna be sad for Yaxiel, Noel, and Ace because they're gonna have to box in a few laps and come out in the back of this field.
Yeah, so it's really bad for these drivers. But I don't know. Luis might actually come back into Luke Smith DRS range if he plays
that would
his
be
card
impressive.
rate.
He's right now in the penalty range. If Luke Smith picks up another one, then he's really good.
Yeah,
keep it on the top.
And Luke Smith, he is running on low ERS as well.
I know there's a few Ferrari fans in the chat right now that are probably very happy to see the Ferrari in P2.
Yeah, hopefully, unfortunate for his teammate, Dozan, he was looking really good. But nonetheless, Jack AC, he's getting really close to Richie there. He's actually losing a lot of time because of this. And that's actually kind of helping Vincent to kind of catch up to Jack AC. We might even see a double overtake here. Jack AC and Vincent, they're all on the same DRS range. Look at this. Richie, he only has 10% ERS. So very close, very close. Well, can we see any overtakes here? What do you think?
Yes.
Yes.
The gaps are falling.
Gaps are falling.
The ring is open.
And here, Jack AC is going for overtake. But who's that in the background?
2-1 for it.
Vincent McVeigh, he is in the background there as well. Is he going to go for the overtake against Jack AC? They're both collided. They haven't spun yet, but that's a double overtake against Richie.
Ace was hoping that they would push each other out of the way.
Yeah, Vincent went for a really, really harsh attack there. And they kind of did lose against that time. Kai McBlurk. Look at this. Yeah, but look at this. Kai and McBlurk, they're going side by side into Sector 3, and they still are. Kai gets the better exit speed, but they're still going side by side, going to the right-hander. Hopefully none of these drivers slips.
Like the Mercedes has the advantage with the inside line.
But they're still going side by side. Are we going to see a spin here? No. I don't know if there was a collision there. Look at McBlurk is going for the overtake against the Axel. Oh,
they're too wide.
They're going too wide as well. Yeah, they're going side by side, going into turn 1. Is the Axel going to dive it up? McBurk is in the inside line.
There. Augustin pushing past Kai.
Oh, and the McLaren as well. He's going to put his car in front of the Red Bull driver. Kai puts himself in front. They're not going to go side by side. Yeah, oh, and the Axel gets a 3-second penalty because of this altercation. I believe that's his second 3-second penalty. Yes, it is.
This is a very tight fight.
Yeah. Because of that, he has and Augustin gets another 3-second penalty.
With the fighting so hard, it just throws you off the rhythm, and then you forget where you're supposed to drive.
Especially if your rhythm is off going to the S section, you lose so much time because you lose so much time.
You can cut the corners.
Yeah, and you can definitely call a lot of corners. Is Vincent gonna go for overtake? No, he's not. There's a change of positions here with McBlurk and Noel Carmen here. So
Kai's going for it on Yaxiel.
Kai, he is going for it actually. Is Yaxiel gonna follow up? They're still going side by side, going to sector 3.
Yaxiel got the better speed, I think.
It looks like he is. He is in front.
Race through the corners.
but he's in the inside line. Who's gonna come
They're
out on
still
top?
side by side.
If he has a better exit speed, he might go in front. He did slip out there. Still going side by side in the right-hander. Oh, are they gonna go side by side? Are they gonna go side by side? They're holding hands together going to the last turn. Is there gonna be any? There's no contact there, I believe, yet. But they're still side by side.
Not giving this up. And behind them, they're fighting too. Avi and Harlem.
They're fighting very hard there, yeah. And he sits himself right behind.
Somehow, he's ahead of the McLaren.
But somehow, yeah, Yaxel is keeping his position there. Oh, and who was this? Augustin Tolashi came out of nowhere. He slipped in through the wire and he came in. But even with that attempt, he's still stuck behind these two drivers. It was a good attempt, but didn't quite work out.
It's amazing how clean it is that they're not hitting each other.
And that's what we see from Tier 1 division there.
Yeah, you love to see it.
Oh, what's this? Look like Taz is in the wall again. Taz has hit the wall. And I don't think there's any damage in the AlphaTauri car. But another...
visible damage, but we don't know, really.
Of course, we never know with F1. It's always invisible sometimes. But that's unfortunate for the Taz. It's the second time that happened to him. He might even lose a lot of motivation. Just CBA at this point. But we still have more action to come through.
Kai's still fighting very tight.
They're fighting for very tight. Might even go for the overtake here. Kai going inside the inside here. Ivy and Candy Cane, they're also switching positions here. And they're going to hold hands again. Wait, look at this. Yaxel
going side by side again this lap.
Yeah, they're just
watching.
Stuck together like glue, to be honest here.
And they're buddies.
I feel like I have deja vu. They're the same thing again. Going the inside, going side by side into Sector 3 all this time. And but
Augustus is just watching, waiting for them.
The right opportunity. Yeah, but looks like it's more cleaner now. Kai has his car well in front. Looks like Noel Carmen, he's going to the pits. Good time for the softs, to be honest. Oh, you see that Kai kind of went off a bit going to the race. Going to the lap 1. Is Augustin, he's going for the overtake here.
Augustin going past Yaxel.
But Yaxel went for the dive there. Is he going to get the better exit speed? Yaxel gets the better exit speed with the 17 lap old tires.
He's defending like a lion.
He really is, and if he gets the DRS here, he's going to get the DRS here as well. So if he gets the DRS, it goes against Kai. We're going to see some more action coming off these drivers. But look at this, Luke Smith, just keeping the attention away. Luke Smith is 2.4 seconds away from Luis, almost outside that 3-second penalty range, actually. But still, there's still a lot of work left to be done for these drivers. Luis is still P1 so far, but if this trend keeps going, Luke Smith might even win, even with a 3-second penalty. What can we see here? Can we see Yaxel go for the overtake against Kai? Or can we see Augustin go against Yaxel? He is right behind him, but I think they're far away to go for that overtake there.
We should see Yaxel boxing this lap along with Ace. I don't think they're going to extend those mediums any longer.
If they're smart, they should be putting on this lap because the softs, you can really utilize the softs.
Yeah, you can also try to wait it out and hope there's a safety car. But I don't know, it's a risk.
That's a risk. I mean, we saw that with Imola. We saw Polypunk, I believe. Yeah, Polypunk. He pitted. He stuck with the same tire. Yaxel gets another 3-second penalty. And I was saying, Yaxel...
Augustin's following him in?
Oh? Wait, what?
I was very surprised. I'm not sure why he pitted. Could have gone to the end of those tires.
He definitely could have gone to the end of those tires.
Harlem as well.
Harlem as well? That's really confusing for me. I need to... Yeah, I don't know. That's very confusing for me. Why would they pit there? I don't see the reasoning behind that. But nonetheless, they are sticking with that decision. That's gonna allow Noel Carmen to be into the points actually. But most importantly, Richie, he's still out those in the 18 lap old tires. He's still in the same tires. Maybe he's hoping for a safety car. If safety car comes out pretty soon, then let's say he hit the jackpot.
They're gonna cycle back to the front of all the soft tires because they won't have to box.
Exactly, yeah.
But we saw the advantage of old tires versus new tires on the last restart. I think that could be the same with the softs.
It could be. It could be. You're right. So, but nonetheless, we have 9 laps left in this race so far.
I think so.
Yes.
See if Ace boxes this lap.
He needs to box this lap, so hopefully he can. Yeah, I hope so. He can. I hope he can box this lap.
He's in DRS right now.
He is in DRS. Taz gets a. That just adds Damage to the wound there.
Yeah, it's sad when the penalties go to the people in last place, like the drive-throughs, and the ace goes into the
Yeah.
pit lane.
Yeah, that's good. Hope he doesn't get penalty. Nope. He plays that perfectly there. He went in the pits very quick, but where will he come out? Honestly, I think he's going to come out in front of Noah Carbon. That means good positions for Kai. That's +1 position.
He's either going to come out in front of Noah or behind him.
He is coming out the pits right now. Where's Noah Carmen? Noah Carmen says the fastest lap with the 133. That's definitely going to be points there. Where is Richie? Richie's right there, actually. Even with, you saw the gap there. There was a lot of gap
Right.
compared to Richie. Yeah. So, good stuff from Noah Carmen.
Watch Noah on Richie.
He might even go for the overtake here with the DRS straight.
Surely with the tire temperature difference.
Oh, yeah, definitely. With the tire temperature.
He's coming out of the pits. He needs to warm up the tires. And Noah just did the fastest lap.
He just did the fastest lap as well. But look at that ERS though. He's pretty low on ERS, but
yeah,
he has DRS though. And even the tire wear difference is not that much. He's only 1 lap old tires.
He's got a good exit there.
Got a very good exit there. Well, what can we see? 7/10 behind Richie. DRS is activated. Not utilizing battery. Yeah, he's pretty much too far away from overtaking here. But nonetheless,
he probably respects. He knows Ace very well, and he probably respects Ace pace, not to try to push it here.
And they're both still in the points, so that's probably much what they can hope for at this point. I don't think there's going to be any more position gains unless something tragic happens in the front.
Ace is flying. He could catch Candy King maybe.
He is 8.5 seconds behind.
Soft tires are a massive advantage.
That's true. He needs to have like at least a 1.2 second difference in every lap if he really wants to catch up to Candy King here. But Luke Smith, look at this. Look at the gap behind P1 and P2. It's 2.8. So
and P3 and P4 are really close too.
Yeah, so Luis, he's setting his art out. Look, he's almost outside of the DRS range. Let's look at Luke Smith. He is definitely pushing. He only has 30% ERS as well as Luis.
He can't take another warning or 3-second penalty because then he's broken the 3-second penalty gap to Lewis. He's on to win this race right now.
He is definitely on to win this race. And you can see Luke Smith, he is provisionally P3. So,
oh, another DNF.
There's a DNF. Looks like it is a retirement for that. So, unfortunately we have... Yeah, not good weekend for AlphaTauri here. Both retiring together in unison. Not unison, but they're sticking together here.
In the pit lane. They packing it up early. Onto Monaco.
Onto the Monaco. Hopefully they can bring more. So, he actually comes out of the pits, actually. So
yeah, if you retire in the pits, the AI car sometimes drives out sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. So
hopefully it doesn't block Luke Smith coming down the front straight now.
Hopefully not. Lewis, he's back into a second range.
It looks like the AI is stuck in the final corner.
Yeah.
On the apex.
I don't know. I mean, I saw his car. I think I just saw a glimpse of his car going there.
Just here.
Yeah. But nonetheless, that's gonna stop. There's 5 laps or 6 laps left. Going into the race. Jeffrey sets the fastest lap. But it's only 4.4 behind Candy King. You know what?
That's what I'm saying. Like I told you, he's gonna catch Candy King. That's more than 1.2 per lap. He's gained like 4 per lap.
He might actually make it. You're right. Yeah, he actually might make it. If with this pace, as well, Nora Carmen, you can see he's not even challenging against
Kai,
him.
that's sad.
Oh no, Kai. That's gonna put him back actually to P8.
Yeah, and Ace, another person Ace can get.
If Jirchi actually overtakes Candy King with PA, he can actually get P7 here because of the penalties of Kai. Yeah, he's actually on for good points.
Ace can go to P6 here, or probably even more.
He's actually on for very good points here. So go on, Richie. Go on, Richie. You can do this. Vincent Equise, he's right behind Jack AC actually. Look at this. Jack AC has 20% ERS and Vincent has 75% ERS. So there might actually be some last minute overtakes. But we know Vincent has a 3-second time penalty.
I don't think Vincent cares about the penalty. He's going to want to win this on track. He's going to do everything he can to get past that Aston Martin.
I think so, yeah. It's at the end of the day, it's racing. So
yeah, he's not thinking about the penalties. That's to deal with after the race.
Yeah, so gets another 3-second penalty.
He's already out of the points anyway.
I believe that's a nice second penalty there, so not good for the driver of Alfa Romeo. Jeffrey Ritchie only 2 seconds now with a handful of laps left. Oh my,
Yeah.
he's definitely on
I wonder
for
how
some
many
good
cars
points.
he's gonna get.
With there's 5 laps left, he's gaining a tremendous time against Candy King. I believe it's like 2.5 seconds time
Soft
difference.
tires will probably slow down near the end of the stint, though.
Yeah, it's gonna definitely slow down a lot. To be honest, at the end of the race, it might be not even that much difference between. Yeah.
Equal with mediums.
And look at his ERS, 2% on that battery. So
Vincent might think about it this time. He's very close to Jack AC.
he's very close. Let's see what he does coming off of turn 11 here. DRS is going to be active very soon. Boom. On. He's not utilizing his battery that much.
He's not even in the slipstream.
But he is so close right behind him. Is he going to go for the... He's looking the inside there? No, he's
He should
not.
have stayed in the slipstream. He probably could have had enough speed.
I don't think he wants to really go for the overtake here, maybe. But,
He's got a lot of battery.
he does have a lot of battery. He's not really utilizing it. Nonetheless, we still have, I believe, 5 laps or 4.5 laps left.
And Ace got past Candy King. We missed it.
No way he did. Oh, wow.
Almost.
I did not see that at all. Richie gets past Candy King from a tremendous effort I have not seen. So,
We were watching
provisionally, Richie, he is in P7. If he overtakes Avi, he's on for P6 if he wants to, and he's only 2 seconds. Well, they don't want to battle that much. If he does battle him, that's going to be... that's actually going to lose time against Richie, so maybe Richie's there hoping to fight together. Yeah, exactly. So Kai is still keeping in front of Avi, but in the DRS range, I think that we're going to see some overtake here.
Oh, we have a spinner. Vincent spun.
Oh, Vincent spun, but he needs to rejoin carefully.
Oh,
there's
no,
cars, there's cars. Oh,
that was so close.
Oh, look at the Avi was right there. Actually, I think he actually made him lose time against Kai.
That is so sad for the Alfa Romeo.
Vincent, okay, Vincent needs to move out the way. Okay, no, he doesn't really need to, but Richie is right under him. Oh, yeah, his tires are hot.
Hey, I think Richie will get this easily.
Yeah, he used to utilize all his battery. There is Vincent. Yeah, Vincent is utilizing all of his battery, and he's not even gaining on him. Vincent is just off since he has all that battery there.
Has no battery.
He might even go for the overtaker. Oh, he almost
Richie
looked up
has
in the
literally
inside.
0% ERS, Psycho.
Yeah, he has literally, but that doesn't stop him to go for the overtake. Look at this. There's some contact there. He touched the front wheel of him and almost made him spin.
Goodbye, Vincent, says the Alpine driver.
Well, nonetheless,
the Academy driver.
I honestly think... will he be able to overtake Avi? Avi has overtaken Kai, and if Kai makes...
I don't think he'll beat Avi.
Yeah, he's gonna make him lose time against Avi.
He's actually on very old tires.
He is on very old tires. But nonetheless, let's see the overtake the slipstream here. We're definitely gonna see some move here. Easy overtake. You just see the speed difference, even no ERS at all.
I think you're right.
I think he actually might get Avi. Look, he's already so close going to turn 1. Honestly, he's gonna get Avi. He might even get... He's on for P5. He's actually on for P5, which is actually crazy.
That's with the unfortunate safety car. That's an amazing comeback for him.
But Luis doesn't look like he's gonna go for the win. To be honest, look at that. He's 3.4 seconds right behind Luke Smith. Even with the penalties stacked up, that's not gonna help him there. But Richie...
I wonder how Ace would have done if the safety car didn't come out and he was able to come on his correct strategy.
That would have been amazing for Richie. He was looking really good, even if he was in a bad position from the beginning. P15. So there you go, easy overtake against Avi. We didn't think it was gonna happen, but look, here it is. It did happen. The softs are just pulling off from these medium tires.
The manual gears, massive advantage over Avi.
Of course. Avi, he's of course he's on pad as well. So I believe so. I think so. I don't know.
I was just joking.
Yeah.
Avi's a very good driver.
yeah. We just know these are very fast drivers. So. Nonetheless, I don't think it's impossible to get McBurk, to be honest, unless something happens in the front of him. But P5, from P15 to P5, honestly, I'll say Richie is my driver of the day. Dovsan, he's...
I gotta give it to Luke Smith for dominant drive.
Of course, yeah, Luke Smith, look at him, he's 3.6 seconds there. But honestly, this...
Lewis also with the Ferrari did very well.
He actually gets a 12-second penalty.
All the top 10 drivers, I think, did very well in this race.
Yeah, Noah Carmen, he's going to get into the points. Even if he falls down to P11, he's going to get into the points.
And Augustin still got points if he stayed out on the mediums, I think.
Yeah, honestly, if he stayed, he would have as well. If Arison, as well, didn't end himself there as well, he could have probably been there for good points. Unfortunately for Dovzan, though, he's probably shaking his head watching this race. He's just seeing Richie getting to P5. That's gonna hurt his constructor championship.
I don't think he's watching anymore. He's like probably like on the way to his hotel.
Yeah, he's given up now. To be honest, Noah Carmen.
Waiting in Monaco.
Yeah, he's getting ready to check up on whatever happened so far. Okay, just get rid of it. What he just experienced.
Oh, and Vincent, he's gonna send it, I think.
Is Vincent gonna send it?
Yep.
He might actually. Look at this. They're going 3 wide actually. Going to the sector turn 12. Oh, we cut a bit much of the track. What is this? They're still going side by side. Kai and Vincent. It's all happening again. These two drivers. They're sticking together. Yeah, is Kai gonna defend it though? He might get better XSP coming in this corner. Actually, Vincent might actually get to overtake Kai here. They both on penalties here, so positions are still to be gained. Avi is just chilling. He knows he's gonna get P6.
Both have penalties. Like, you guys can fight all you want.
Yeah, he's just have his popcorn, you know, filled up in this pipe, you know, in the back of the car. So just watching all this stuff going down. Are we gonna see? No, there's Vincent a bit too far away from Kai. Luis,
I think he's gonna send it on like the last or second last lap for sure.
They're both on equal ERS, but Kai does have more ERS than Vincent. Luke Smith, he's just running away with the race. He's has a 10th gap against Luis. That's including with penalties here. I mean,
Luis is clear in P2.
Yeah, it's honestly a very good drive from Luis.
8-second gap.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's a very good drive from Luis. In the P2,
actually,
8 seconds clear.
We actually might see Luis taking a full-time seat soon, hopefully.
If he does, that would be very good for this division, as he's showing off his skills here. Yeah, so we might see an overtake here going into the last race. Vincent right behind Kai, behind him.
Speed. So much speed.
But you know what?
He
is going to save it at the end of the race. I think he wants to save up his ERS maybe. Going to the last.
He could have saved it that time.
I accidentally took a picture there for some reason. That's going to be in my memory there. Alright, I took a screenshot. There you go.
You can remember that.
The action we've had of
epic battle between Vincent and Kai.
Yeah, this is what I need in my photo library, to be honest. Just see Luke Smith dominating. That's what I need. McLaren representing. But anyway, going to the last lap of the race is Vincent and Kai. All eyes are on them. Of course, all eyes are on Luke Smith. He's gonna be winning the race if he doesn't mess up. He's gonna play carefully here, I believe.
He can take 2 seconds and then
he could.
Win.
He could. Yaxwell has retired from the race. Oh, that's in the pits though. He couldn't. He didn't want to end the race. That's so unfortunate. At least the least thing he could do is end the race, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, he did end the race. He just didn't want to do the final lap.
Yeah, he CBA'd that one, to be honest. But Vincent, he's keeping it very close. 3/10 behind Kai. He's gonna go for the overtake here. This is now or never. He's gonna utilize everything he has here.
Yo, and Kai's gonna break the slipstream for sure.
For sure, he's gonna use everything. That's gonna be the Fernando Alonso here. Here we are going into the inside line here. He's defending everything. Hey, there you go. Here's a little swerveroo from Kai, where he's gonna go. Boom! Working. It's not good enough. There's so much speed coming out from Vincent. It's Kai gone. He's gonna go down the inside though. He says, "No, I'm not giving you that." Kai's gonna go the inside, and this is just like deja vu. Vincent, he is gonna go in the inside as well. And this is going to allow him to be on the inside for the next turn as well. But he's going to go for a switchback. Look at this. Look at Kai and Vincent. They've touched a lot. That's a bit touchy there.
That was more than a bit. That was a kind of a shove.
Yeah, Marshals might be looking at that. But nonetheless, Kai is going to go in front. He didn't see it, but Luke Smith, he wins the USA Grand Prix.
And Ace comes in P5.
As well as Kai, he puts himself into P8. And Vincent in P9, I believe. Or no, P7, yeah, P8. And that will be your race for today. Augustin Torlacci.
Great points for Mercedes, P4 and P6.
Very good points for, I mean, good points for McLaren as well, P1 and P7. I mean, We'll see post verdict what that will happen, what we see from that. But nonetheless, Luke Smith with a dominant drive has 1.6 gap against Luis, but
Yeah,
we can't
I
discard
think
Luis as well,
Vincent
though.
is going to be reporting that move.
For sure, for sure. There's a lot of marshals are gonna be busy this race, but honestly, I expected this race to be just like this. We had a lot of action. We had a lot of tense battles, side by sides. But driver's
I
day
think it would
is
have been
McBurk.
better if Drake and Brainstew hadn't DNF, though. That was very sad to see.
Yeah, I don't know. I really want to see the POV of how that happened, to be honest. But who would you say your driver for the day would be?
Gotta give it to Ace, actually, from the back of the grid. And with the safety car working against him.
True, from P15, safety car, and sets himself to P5. He had all the odds against him, but he used that to his advantage and got himself into P5. So, good job from Ace Ritchie. We can look at the leaderboard here. Luke Smith, he wins the USA Grand Prix even with a penalty. Starts in P1, finishes in P1. Great job from the fast
There's
driver.
Scottish drivers on this grid.
Yeah, there is a lot of Scottish drivers actually. Now that I've realized it, Luis in the reserve capacity, he's in P2 setting it for Ferrari, a good sight at it. Jack AC sets in P3 as well as P4 and P5. The Dutch drivers, they sticking together like they did last time. They got P4 and P5 respectively, as well as Avi and Kai, they're together as well. The Scottish drivers, P6, P7 respectively. Vincent McFist, he sets himself to P8, but we'll see later on post verdict. Candy King in P9. Noah Carmen in P10. Those are your top scorer positions. We have
And
P11.
Ace takes the fastest lap.
Oh yeah.
There.
So that's an extra point for the Alpine. So that's gonna definitely help his. Yeah, that's definitely gonna help his constructors championship. But nonetheless, we're gonna have interviews rolling out very soon. I believe some drivers gonna join us at least. So let's see. Yeah, the race was very eventful. I enjoyed it a lot. What about you?
Yeah, I enjoyed it very well. The safety car made the action come back. But still, I think it would have been better if we saw Drake battling.
Yeah, it would have been a lot more action, but unfortunately we didn't see that a lot from the safety car. The safety car, I really want to see that POV later on. So yeah. Nonetheless, we are gonna have drivers coming into the interview room, hopefully. But what would you say your top moment was from the race, Kazi?
Definitely the battle between Vincent and Kai. And Augustin, when he was sending it he came out of nowhere. And also when A-Crate spun and Dobson hit him, that was an exciting moment as well.
That was definitely an exciting moment, and we saw Vincent, Chris, and Kai. They were just really together the whole race. To be honest, they were holding hands and just kind of like shoving each other off. But nonetheless, it was good action to bring for everyone staying home. It was an eventful USA Grand Prix, and I can't wait to see what happens in the American Tier 1. So a lot more action waiting for us to be there. It's 3 a.m. GMT time. So for the British viewers, that would be 2 a.m. And doesn't look like is anyone joining the interview.
Who was P3 again?
I believe that was Jack AC. Yes, Jack AC.
Okay, I tagged them. Hopefully they'll join, but maybe we won't see any interviews.
Hopefully we'll see some interviews.
Jeffrey in the Emerald chat complaining about the safety car.
Yeah, he wasn't quite lucky for this race here, so sadly he can't. We have Luke Smith into the interview rating room, so hopefully he can come and join us. And
I'll drag him in.
No worries. Do you want to start with the questions?
Sure. Luke, amazing race for you. You dominated that. How did it feel?
Well, GG to Lewis because that was he had some very good pace this race. Honestly, I think from quali, I was feeling very confident. The lap I delivered, there were minor mistakes, but overall I was pretty damn happy with it. Especially the last sector, I really hooked up. But from then on, it was just about managing anything that came my way. Had a double warning on the soft stint, so that gave me the penalty. So my aim was basically just to gap in case it couldn't be removed or for whatever reason I got another warning. So I tried to get out of DRS initially by using other cars to kind of separate myself. But then yeah, after that,
In the first stint,
chilling.
when Drake, before he DNF'd, he was very close to you. Were you upset to see Drake and Brains 2 both DNF?
Yes, I will be honest. I was in a voice call with Drake, and his delta had been it had gone red, and he wasn't quite sure if it would have held out in time because I think he only had about 3 or so seconds left, and he was still quite far in the red. So yeah, the fact that they both went out is really unfortunate
It
because
kind of made it a bit easier for you because they were very close to you.
I definitely agree, but Um, it's unfortunate for both of them, definitely, because they were both driving really well. But yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes these things happen, and you just got to make the most of it.
Absolutely. Do you have any questions, Psycho?
Yeah, we're going to. Oh well, you came in as a reserve capacity, and we know you have very good skills here. So thank you so much for representing the McLaren team. I don't think that there's any questions, but yeah, I hope you had fun today. I know it was definitely. I feel like it was you had a lot of time, for yourself. But you still had fun. Of course, you had to push yourself a little bit to get outside that gap. But thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, appreciate it. It's been good fun, like you said. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you so much, Luke Smith. Alright, and that should be it for the interview. I don't think anybody else is going to be joining us. So, thank you so much, Gazi, for joining me today.
Yeah, and everyone tune in later for America's Tier 1 tonight. The same track.
Yes.
In 3.5 hours from now.
Yes, so 3 m GMT. We'll see the next
3
race.
GMT.
Yes. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's true. And there's definitely more action to come. So can't wait for that to happen. Gazi, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, we're going to be rating one of our fellow members from the F1 community. So we'll be rolling out that pretty much soon. Or nonetheless, we're going to be rolling out the intro, and then I think that'll be it. Any last words, Gazi?
No, that's it. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you.